So the notion of going north had a great deal of attraction, and so I went to a community I'd never been to. I went to Terrace. I'd never been in the Northwest before. I'd never been west of Vanderhoof up to that point. And I went for a couple of years and stayed for 24. Well, it was very different from what a probation officer does today. Very little direction about how to do your job. It was really about managing the court order. Yep. And supervising and hopefully doing good as defined by yourself, because really there was no definition of what we were trying to accomplish other than, as I say, managing the court order.
And how many people in the office?
When I got there was 2, Gordy Rowe and myself. And we covered, in theory, from Terrace to Atlant, 1,000 miles north. When Gordy was there, when I first arrived, we were going as far north as Stewart. So we were doing Nass Valley, the Niska Valley, and we were going to Stewart, but really not going any farther. And only in '74 had they put a bridge across the Stikine, north of Dease Lake. So we really, though nominally we were going up to Dease Lake, at that point we were not. And that was something that I did in about '78. We pushed it forward and started attending regularly in court in Cassiar and Lower Post and in Atlant. And in fact, in I think '79, we actually, the corporal and I managed to talk the judge, the admin judge out of Terrace into starting court in Dease Lake, which sits to this day. The northwest of BC is such a rich area in Aboriginal culture because it really, our area started in around the Lake Babine Band in Burns Lake, but it included the Wet'suwet'en and the Gitxsan, Niska, the Haida, the Tsimshian, the Tlingit, the Tahltan, and ultimately even the Carrier in the north. And so probably there was no richer and more diverse area of Aboriginal culture. So I learned that, and so because I'd been there for such a long time, I'd been in the Northwest ultimately for over 25 years, there was a degree of acceptance that I wasn't a 2-year wonder. Yeah. And so a number of the Aboriginal people, I almost grew up with them, sort of in a professional sense. That, yes. And knew their children, and my children played hockey with their children, and we did all of those things. And so that they taught me an awful lot. And so that was a very rich time in terms of learning about a population in BC that most of us don't have that opportunity to experience.